Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope that this day finds you in good health and good spirit. I first would like to say thank you very much for tuning in to me once again. And as always, I sincerely appreciate it. And of course, I would like to welcome you to another episode of TJ's Topics. And of course, I happen to be TJ. And it is always a pleasure to be with you. I tell you, such joy and gladness I find in having the opportunity to come into your presence on any given occasion. And I really do appreciate it very much. Now, you may find that I'm a little bit late with this episode. By that I mean, well, if you are a faithful viewer of TJ's Topics, if you watch me on a regular basis, then I try to upload a show on Monday. You usually see a new episode every Monday. However, I got a little tied up on the weekend. I had a lot to do. Therefore, I wasn't able to do a show. So I'm a day late. The old saying goes, a day late and a dollar short. But it's all good. Better late than never. And to be honest with you, that's sort of what I come to talk about for a few minutes today regarding lateness. And that leads me into today's topic, which is, it's never too late for you to be great. Again, it's never too late for you to be great. Now, sometimes we do find ourselves worrying about the timing of certain events and different things that we hope to happen in our lives. We would very much like to achieve our goals and see our dreams come to pass in a timely fashion. But life has a way of showing us that that's not always feasible. Sometimes we end up having to delay certain things, and we have to put off our plans, and we see the goals that we had hoped to reach be put on the back burner. And none of that feels good, to be honest, because think about this. We all know that life is extremely short. We're only here for a moment. And that moment, it passes very quickly. Therefore, we want to try to do the very best we can with the time that has been allotted to us. We find ourselves all the time looking at our watches and looking at the clock on the wall or the clock on our phones and looking at the calendar on the wall as well. Now, let me tell you this. See, of course, we're at the end of the month of August. In just a few days, we will be going into the month of September. Now, when it gets into this time of year, that's typically when a lot of us start to reflect on certain things like, what have we accomplished throughout the year or over the last, I'll say 8 months, what have we done to better ourselves or better the lives of the people around us or make a difference in this world. You know, what kind of impact have we had? Or what have we achieved? Have we reached the goals and that we had set out to do at the very beginning of the year? You know, and I don't know about you, but the older I get, the more I think about those things. Because have you noticed that it seems as if the older we get and the more we see our loved ones and our friends and associates and stuff begin to kind of, fade away, go off the scene. As we begin to see these things, it it causes us to take inventory of our own lives. We begin to wonder about ourselves. It causes us to somewhat face our own mortality. Well, before we even go that far, let's just understand that all of us are here for a purpose. We came to this earth for a reason. And I do believe that there is greatness inside of everybody. Most of the time, we can't see that greatness because we're too busy trying to do things and live lives that are pleasing to someone else rather than trying to live a life and do the things that are pleasing to us, things that we enjoy and things that we find pleasure and happiness in. Well, I came to tell you all today that it's not too late for a turnaround. It's not too late for us to start over. It's not too late for us to change course and to look into a new direction and start walking in it. It's not too late for that. It never is. As long as we are alive, as long as we have breath in our bodies, it's never too late for us to achieve anything. We just have to set our mind to it. And I do believe that there are a lot of you out there who feel that way as well. A lot of you who perhaps have given up on some things in the past. You know, you may have given up on furthering your education or given up on reaching your business goals, or perhaps a relationship of some kind. You may feel like that season in your life has passed. It has ran its course. But not always. You never know. Sometimes certain opportunities will circle back and find us again. Sometimes they do. But we have to be able to see that opportunity when it comes. We have to be able to identify it, and if we identify it, then we better take advantage of it if it comes back, because it's highly impossible that it'll come back again. Oh my goodness. So it's never too late for you to be great, for any of us to be great. Some of the biggest achievers in this world, men and women of all ethnicities and nationalities and backgrounds, there are many people who found success late in life. it's not meant for everybody to start out early achieving these big goals and seeing all these huge things take place. Believe me, if it was, there are a whole bunch of things I would have done long before now. I mean, if anybody had told me that at almost 45 years old, I'm only just about a little more than a year away from age 45, because I turned 44 this year in November. If anybody had told me that at this point in my life that I still would not have done certain things and been certain places and stuff, I wouldn't have believed them. Because, when you're real young, especially when you're a child, and even as a teenager, you see the world as a place that's, full of opportunities and the people of the world all being in your corner. That's the way we as kids view things, because a child is so optimistic. I mean, they're full of hope. Their aspirations and everything. They see so much that they feel they can do and will do. But then what happens during childhood? You get these negative people who start getting in the ears, telling them you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that. You need to be glad for what you got and quit worrying about what other folk got, because you can't have what they have and all that. And when they start telling these children that, little by little, they're breaking these kids' spirit, making them feel as if they're inadequate and that they're not equipped to do whatever it is that their little hearts and their minds have conceived. Some of these old folk out here who are miserable because they didn't achieve the goals that they had hoped to achieve in their lifetime. And now they're coming to the end of their life. And they want to break the spirits of the young people. And they're the ones to whom the future belongs. And we shouldn't do them like that. Nobody should. And folks shouldn't have done us like that either, but lo and behold, some of them did. But I'm of the belief that regardless of what our age is, regardless of our lack of experience in a certain area, we can still achieve the things that we would like to. And if something is meant for you, you're going to have it anyway, regardless of how old you are. That's one thing. See, age is nothing but a number. Age is just a state of mind. So it's best for us not to get caught up on our age, the numbers, because one thing, with age comes wisdom. Well, for some people, because, some people get even more foolish the older they get. Everybody don't gain wisdom in their old age. Some folks get even more foolish and more stupid. Now, the last thing that I would want to be is an old fool. But look, you got a bunch of them out here like that. I'm talking about not trying to understand anything. They have wasted their entire lives just making bad decisions, and it's ridiculous. And then they want to mislead other folk and cause them to make bad decisions as well. Man, I tell you, it's ridiculous. So that's why we just have to do the best we can and not let anyone discourage us, because we can be great. And, being great is not all about being the biggest celebrity or having the highest rated TV show or movie or anything. It's not all that. Being the biggest star on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. Greatness is not always involving those things. There are so many other things that can make us great as well. So let me ask you this before I go. Are you anticipating becoming great at something? What it is that you may consider yourself to be great at, and how do you think that whatever it is you're good at could propel you to a higher level? Because I'm sure that there's something that you may be good at too, and the world is waiting to see and hear and experience whatever it is that you have to offer. Because whatever it is you have to offer is great. And you, as a person, are great too. So on that note, I would like to say thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of TJ's Topics. And as always, I am truly grateful to have you stop by and see about me. It really means a lot. And be sure to tune in again next time. Hopefully, I'll be on time when I do. Be on time and be able to share another good topic with you. Okay? Now, I hope you have a very good day. And remember this. This is Taryn Jerome Harris, reminding you that every round does in fact go higher and higher. And believe me, there is greatness in you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.